Welcome to the Channeling Spirit Virtual Summit, a platform where we have invited Spirit to share messages, healings, and transmissions with all of us. May this energetic experience help us to expand our awareness and to deepen the relationship we have with our higher self, our spiritual team, and with Source, however we define them. Thank you for being here and for taking part in this amazing journey. So, welcome back to the closing ceremony of the Channeling Spirit Virtual Summit Season 8. Cheryl just mentioned that it's sad that it's over. The last day is always very bittersweet for me. Entering into the last day is always bittersweet for me. At this point in time in the event, typically I am so grateful for everything that's been shared. And so what I like to do for the closing ceremonies, more than anything else, is just to give gratitude to you guys who have attended live, who have listened to the recordings, who are supporting us energetically, i.e., not in physical form, but in energetic form, as I am sure that this production involves a large number of beings that get together and collaborate and coordinate on during this time together. I've mentioned it a couple of times throughout the season that my focus is going to shift a little bit. And I say a little bit because CSVS will continue in some way, shape, or form. I will change the name to align with the branding of my new platform, which is going to be Spirit with Love. I haven't finalized putting the website together, but it's close. It's really, really close. I just need to make a couple little tweaks here and there. It's a mock-up. So if you're curious on checking it out, spiritwithlove.com. You're welcome to go check it out. It's going to be a podcast format where I'm going to be interviewing the people that I want to speak to. And it's going to be not just channelers. So it's going to open me up a little bit more to allow for other spiritual intuitives that do work differently, that doesn't quite fit into the channeling mold that I have set for this platform. Though, like I always say, we're all channeling, and we're all channeling in different ways. It's a certain awareness of channeling that I am focused on with regards to the speakers of these events, of this event in particular. So the Spirit with Love podcast is going to continue with these individuals, and the conversations will continue to be focused on spiritual development, our own individual and collective expansion, as well as our exploration of who we are as both spirit and human. So that will continue to be the focus, if you will, of the show, of the platform. On the back end of that, if you've been in the earlier parts, pre-recording of any of the episodes during the season, you may have heard me talk about how I'm putting together a series of master classes that are all going to be offered for free, which will be a co-creation with the different speakers in a similar format as a podcast conversation, similar to what you've experienced throughout this event. And then as a partnership to that masterclass, I'm going to create a course with these individuals, a class, a paid for class, which will be a minimum of 6 sessions. And the general idea of these courses is to go deeper into the content, to explore in more depth what it is that this particular topic is that we're discussing in the masterclass. What are some of the benefits that come from exploring this in more depth? So what's on offer? What are some of the things that one can use as not expectations, but as a direction for, oh, yeah, that would be really cool. I would love to add that to my experience of life. The middle part of the courses are going to be focused around how to develop the skill set, how to strengthen it, how to begin learning, how to look in the right direction in order to invite more insights, allow you to grow and expand more easily in this particular direction, in this particular modality, area of focus, area of study. And then the latter part of the course is going to be on the integration. How do we bring this all back into our day-to-day experience? So what if I can communicate with plants? You know, how does that improve my quality of life? And how can I use that skill set of communicating with plants to enhance my experience and to enrich my human through their experience? And so the idea is to have an in-depth approach or explanation of what the topic is. The middle part is on developing the skill set around that topic, and then the last part is bringing it all back to your day-to-day humanity, um, rooting it back, grounding it back to your current experience. And it's going to be, like I say, informal conversation between me and the co-creator, the co-presenter. I'll be hosting these just like I do the conversations in the podcast. There's going to have a similar feel. I'm hoping. It's to be determined, but that's the hope. And also, as part of this project are the events. And so this is where the CSVS equivalent will come into play. My initial idea is to create masterclass series where it'll be a similar format where we're going to have 12 speakers, 4 days, 3 speakers each day. But instead of it being a virtual summit, it's going to be a program that people would sign up for ahead of time. Reasonably priced, so it's not going to be, you know, out of the ordinary or out of the it's not going to be thousands of dollars, though it could easily be worth that if we look at the value of, you know, 12 90-minute conversations with experts in their field. People charge thousands of dollars for that kind of thing. So it's probably going to be 100 something or 200 something. No more than 300, I would imagine. That's still up in the air. I haven't figured out what that's going to be. And I don't know if it's going to be once a year, twice a year, or 3 times a year, or even 4 times a year. And the virtual summit in this format, which is free to listen to with replays to anybody that is registered, will continue at least once a year. And again, that may or may not stay within the channeling focus, or it might open up to more other conversations. But it will be, I will have at least once a year and maybe twice a year, but at least once a year, I'll have the free virtual summit for everybody that doesn't feel that they're in a position where they want to spend $200 or $300 to participate in a series. And so that's all being worked out. I'm kind of taking it one step at a time. I don't want to do any of the live podcasts until I have at least a few of the master classes and a few of the courses already in place in the back end. Um, and so that's likely going to take a little while to finalize. I've reached out to many of the speakers of CSVS with an invitation for them to co-create this with me. So you will recognize a lot of the faces if you've been with us for a while. And hopefully I can also bring in new faces to the mix. And so that's the new project that I'm playing with. And like I say, it's Spirit with Love. And if you want to check out the website and the description of everything, it's pretty much done. I just need to change some of the images that I'm using as mock-ups for the courses. I'm not happy with what I did, so I'm going to fix those. And then it's a question of reaching out to the speakers and talking to them about the project and getting people to sign up and co-create these events with me. Or not the events, the courses, the classes, the master classes and the courses. So it's exciting, and it's really exciting for me. It feels very aligned, and it feels really good. Like I'm talking to people about it, and I'm really excited about it. And I've invited a few people that wouldn't have been speakers on CSVS. And so it's really, really cool. I can't tell you, I can't tell you how excited I am, even though I just did. Um, so that's what's coming up. I may do CSVS in this format again in May. I'm still playing with that. Um, I may, I may do it in May. Right now is the 8th season, and in May would be the 9th season, and May is the anniversary of the start. And so part of me would like to do 9 because, again, 9 is my favorite number, and I feel that 9 is a good place to bring this platform to a pause under this name. And this name may come back again in some future date. So I'm not letting go of the name, but it's just going to go dormant for a while. And so it's exciting. I'm really excited about where I see this going and how I see it happening. And as I mentioned to you guys last season that were with me last season, I'm a big fan of loyalty, and I'm a big fan of rewarding loyalty. Of appreciating loyalty is more of an accurate term. And so I am very aware of the people that have registered with CSVS and that have been with me on this platform. The fact that you guys are registered in CSVS will give you some benefits in the new platform. I haven't decided what that's going to be, but there will be, special pricing, and or free entry into the events and different things. And so you will likely get discounted prices on the courses. I feel your new adventure will be a great direction for you. Thanks, Cheryl. I think so too. I think it's really exciting seeing how everything's developing. And it's upped my level on a lot of different things on my own website and things as well. So it's really cool. But I really appreciate all of you for being here, even if you just joined this season. And you guys will always be a separate list on my dashboard, which I will honor and appreciate regularly. And how that plays out will come at the moment. But like I say, most likely there will be discounts of sorts or special pricings of sorts, special invitations of sorts. So that's what's coming up. It's been really interesting for me because this is the first season that I didn't do any advertising of CSVS. Normally I post on a bunch of different Facebook groups and, put it on my Instagram, which I didn't even do. put it on my own Facebook page, which I didn't even do. Um, and so it's been really interesting feeling the energy shift away from this and towards this new project. But it isn't, again, like I say, I want to emphasize this. This isn't going away, it's just changing shape. And at least once a year, this format will continue exactly as is with the addition of a broader audience of speakers. Um, and it'll also make it easier for people to share videos. You know, it's one of the things that really inspired me to create the podcast format is, you know, it's easy for you guys to say, oh my gosh, that conversation that Daniel had with Kitty was amazing. You know, let me share it with some friends that I think would like it. It's much easier in a podcast format than it is in a virtual summit. It's harder to say to somebody, hey, I just attended a great event that took 4 days. You know, I think next time that it's around, I think you should join. It's not as fluid, it's not as organic. And I think that's part of the reason why we haven't grown as quickly as I had hoped originally, is just the structure of this format is just more restrictive. It's not as fluid, not as organic. And so the podcast as being the foundation, the flagship, is not only going to give exposure to interviews more regularly and to different people more regularly, but it also makes it easier for you guys to spread the word and to share it with others and to post it on your chat groups and, you know, your groups, your social media conversations. So it's exciting. It's really exciting. I'm really, really excited. I am I'm really excited. And it's also in gratitude to this platform for everything that it has continued to show me and has allowed me to expand in my own journey and will continue to do so. And so I don't see it as a shutting down of CSVS, and I see more of Spirit with Love as an evolution from CSVS, that this is what CSVS is turning into, it's evolving into, in order to make it easier for people to access us and to reach us and to connect with us and to share us as well. And so though the name is changing, it is still, the birth of it, the foundation of it is CSVS in the last 2 years that I've been doing these shows. Um, so this event is a project. And this project isn't just about us. It isn't just about the people that listen to it live or even in the recordings. There's a bigger picture involved around this project. And it's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be part of it. It's an honor to co-create this with all of the speakers and all of the participants. And I love the interaction with the audience, with you guys. I love that interaction. And so I don't want to stop doing that. And maybe I'll find that I want to do, you know, virtual summits for all of them, all of the events, and not do the masterclass series. But I'll play with that and see how that goes and feel into that. So I'm open to seeing how it evolves. And like I say, I haven't reached that point yet. So I'm not even thinking about it too much. So let me just say thank you to everybody, all of the entities, all of the energies, all of our spirit friends, our higher selves, our spirit teams, mentors, masters, angels, guides, loved ones. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for guiding us, for supporting us, for playing with us and expanding with us. Thank you for inspiring us, motivating us, to play at the edges of our own understanding, to explore beyond what we currently know to be our experience, to be open, creative, and curious about what is coming and what lies beyond what we have already learned to see our truth to be within ourselves. We invite you all. This is now a channeled message. This is what's coming through. We invite you all to honor yourselves. We are the collective of the entities, as Daniel calls us, that have been playing with you and helping to co-create this wonderful event. We are also active in the co-creation of what this is turning into, as are you, as are your higher selves. And so this is a continuation, but we invite you. Daniel's interfering. He's gotten more conscious of himself, of what's being said. One moment. We invite you to follow your journey. Eyes open, arms open, hearts open, minds open, bodies open. We invite you to explore with curiosity. We invite you to progress, to move forward in whatever direction forward is. Because keep in mind that moving forward sometimes appears like it's moving backwards. We assure you that every movement is a forward movement. Take pride in who you are, in what you have become, in who you are becoming. Feel that proud moment within yourself, of yourself. The gratitude that exists from us for you, individually and collectively. The pride we share for you all. We are the ones that are grateful to you for everything that you do and are doing. You are the leaders of change, of progress, of expansion. You are the forefront of existence. You are the way showers of new paths and new journeys. Daniel's reminded of this metaphor of a mountain path that leads from the base to the summit. And on this mountain path, you look over to the side and you notice something glistening in the horizon, and you're curious to go see what it is. And you go off of the well-beaten path and you trudge your way through, working your way to that glistening sparkle, and you find that it's this beautiful lake. And then every time that you are on that path to the mountaintop, you take a side route to go back and visit that lake. And you notice that the more often that you go and visit that lake, your steps start to create a small little tiny path that starts to become visible to others. And then little by little, other people that are on the path start to notice not the glistening sparkle in the distance, but they start to notice, hey, somebody walked in that direction. Where would that go? And then they start to explore your path, not knowing where it is leading, because they are not the ones that saw the sparkle. They are the ones that saw the after effect of your footsteps. This is what a way shower is. This is what a trailblazer is. And every one of you is this in your own way, on your own journey, helping and supporting others, yet being focused on your own journey as the motivation for your actions. Allow yourselves to focus within your journey on your own path. And though your path will naturally impact and affect the collective, that is not the motivation. That is not the intention. The focus, the motivation is for you to expand in your own direction because of the glint that catches your eye. That is your focus. If you get distracted by the collective ideas or the collective notions or the collective impact, just take a moment and remember you are not following this path for the collective. You are following and creating this path because you saw a glint in the horizon that caught your attention, that is pulling at your heartstrings, that is drawing you towards something that you know is aligned to you, that you are excited about, or that will excite you. This is your path. This is your trail that you are blazing. And to some degree, we lovingly and playfully will say, damn the collective, because the collective doesn't matter. What matters is you. Now, of course, as we always say, and as you have heard, what you do will impact the collective, but it is not because of the collective that we invite you to do anything for yourselves. Follow your path, follow your journey, follow your sparkles in the distance. Follow your own glory. And that, my dear loved ones, is what creates the path for the collective. We hope that this is helpful and makes sense to you all. We are so appreciative of all the work you are doing, all of the work you have done, and all of the work that you are stepping into. And we use the word work on purpose for our beautiful friend who has a resistance to it. Because again, work is only a word that we are using for focus, attention, and effort, conscious effort into a topic or a subject. But again, how you define it, how you define our words, we invite you to change them. The meaning of what we are referring to is what is being shared with you. So play and explore with creativity, with insight, with curiosity. We love you and we will see you soon. And so that was a female energy. I have no idea who she was. She was the spokesperson for the collective, like I said. So thank you guys for being here. It's been an honor to play with you. It's been an honor to explore and expand with you. I may see you guys in May, and I may not, but you can find me regardless between now and then in some way, shape, or form. And if you would like to work with me in any way that feels appropriate for you, or you would like to play with me and explore with me, please reach out. Let me know. I'd be happy to have a conversation with you. And until next time that our paths may cross, I will leave you with being spirit, being human, and simply being from love. Bye for now. Thank you for being part of this incredible experience. We hope that this session has inspired a new level of understanding within you, allowing you to expand more easily into the essence of your true self and become an even more powerful alchemist in your own life. We invite you to listen to the session again and again in order to go deeper each time and expand even more, have it be via the replays or the unlimited access package. If you have enjoyed being part of this event, we invite you to tell your friends so that they can join us in the future. We are grateful that you are here, and we thank you for co-creating this experience with us. Until next time, we leave you with being spirit, being human, and simply being from love.